Hey guys, Michael here from Pakenham Firearms. We've got this gun that's been sitting around in our workshop for ages. We've done the majority of the restoration work on it, which is a new stock, refinished stock, case colour hardening, gold-plated trigger. It's got used to be a half-length magazine. It's in the process of being converted to a full-length magazine. The problem with this gun, however, was that the bore inside the barrel was just terrible. Totally didn't have any rifling at all. So we're going to do our first centerfire lining job, and thanks to the guys at Lothar Walther in Europe, we have managed to get them to send us 44 caliber, effectively a barrel that's been machined down to include some rifling. So the plan is to drill out this barrel, which we've started here. You can see that. In fact, the bore is getting drilled up so largely that we've lost some of the dovetail there, so we'll have to fix that up after. But at the moment, we're going to drill out the rest of this bore, and we're going to stick this liner inside the barrel. You can see it's quite a nice fit here. Very nice tight fit. So we'll end up doing our normal procedure for relining, say a 22, but this will be for a 44 caliber. So we'll show you how we're going to do that. All right, so here we have the barrels in the vise here. Actually just left it in the barrel removal vise. That's the chamber end. We've got the muzzle end over here. And the tools for the job, we've just got a regular old drill there with our drill bit for this liner size. It's a piloted drill bit, so 44 caliber diameter there, and then I can't remember what that diameter is, about 15 mil I believe. And then just for comparison, this is the 22 liner drill bit, so it's substantially larger, and it's going to take a decent amount of time to get it through. So we'll get drilling, and we'll show you the progress. So we're drilling here from the muzzle end of the gun using plenty of cutting fluid as a lubricant. You can see it's plenty of chips flying out there. So here we are drilling from the chamber end now. All right, so the barrel here has been fully drilled out. What we've done to it is we've chamfered this end and the muzzle end too, such that we're going to TIG weld it later on to just sort of, it's more an aesthetic thing really than anything else, so you can't really see the liner. So, Sam here's covering the liner with a thin layer of green Loctite. We do need it fairly thin because the liner and the barrel are rather tight. So he's already pre-primed the inside barrel of the barrel with this green Loctite, and now we'll just push it in with the help of a mallet. So the liner's poking out both ends now. This will be left overnight, and tomorrow we'll TIG weld it in, chamber it, and cut the extractor relief. Alright, so here's the liner welded into the barrel. Sam's just cleaned it up a little bit so that we can get the next tool in, which is going to make it all cut flush. So we've got a 44 cal pilot there with a cutter. It'll square it all off for us. So here's the barrel, liner installed. We've TIG welded the end and re-crowned the muzzle there. The dovetail was actually interrupted by the liner going in because the barrel was so thin, the original barrel was so thin there after we drilled it. So that's also been TIG welded up. The fact that there's a little divot there in where the dovetail is going to be is no issue at all, because we're going to file a new dovetail into that by hand. And the chamber end has also been done. Extractor reliefs cut, so it's looking like close to a new barrel. We've also just gone to the liberty of removing the bluing there, because we decided we would just re-blue the whole thing anyway, based on the work that we've done to it. So last job for this barrel is to add the actual chamber for the round. I have this finishing reamer here. You could use a roughing and then a finishing reamer, but we don't do this very often, so we just use a finishing reamer. On the 92, Winchester 92, the rim of the case sits proud of the barrel and the bolt itself is recessed. Now we've already cut this chamber. Initially it would have only just fitted in the pilot, and we've cut it, reamed it, and it's stopped right here. And we don't want to cut that any further, because then we would have some headspace issues with the rim. We finished cutting at that point. So as we mentioned earlier, the liner, the drilling of the bore had exposed the dovetail. So this has all been welded back up, and we're going to recut the dovetail here. So Sam has marked out the dimensions of the dovetail here, and it's just going to be a matter of filing away with some 60-degree files here until we get the right shape. So just starting off with a coarse file here, just to get rid of some of the bulk of the material. So the bulk of the material's been taken off here. Sam's just got his triangular file here and just filing out to the scribe marks that he's previously made. So Sam's just doing the finishing touches here on the dovetail. There's a closer look. It's ready for the... This is not the sight we're going to use, but it is just a standard dovetail. Just to show you. There you have it. Dovetail's fixed, so there's not much left to do on this gun other than blue it, really. So here's the gun finished in its entirety. We've re-blued the barrel after completing the work to it. You can see there, no sign on the crown that there's a liner in there. It's fitted with a marble front sight and a ladder rear sight, which is a sight we make here. And the stock itself is a stock, and finished here. It's purely a hand rubbed oil finish. So it's taken about 9 months to get to this point. Thanks for watching.